long car trips and the relationship of lumbar spine to hamstrings. I have a teenage athlete, and he has struggled for many years with only being able to drive about an hour before he gets wicked cramps in his hamstrings. So we go on long road trips. I'm driving 14 hours, he drives 1. So we talk about how he needs to position himself, what he needs to do to take care of his back. He already has had a low back injury, which came from some ineffective lifting in one of his training programs in the weight room, not by me, of course. But so we had this big road trip coming up, and I was in a car and he was going to be in his own car. And we said, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? How are you going to make it on this 7-hour road trip when you can only drive an hour? So I set him up. I called it his grandpa pillow. I called my granny pillow, because these car seats are horrible. They throw our pelvis, these are Jeep Grand Cherokees, they throw our pelvis into a really posterior tilt, with which, when you've had some disc damage, some vulnerability, it increases the load on that disc damage already. Static sitting for a long time, it creates a little bit of swelling. So I set him up with this pillow. I set him up with a little wedge to get his pelvis in a more neutral position. And I didn't think I'd ever buy one. I bought him a lumbar roll. So lumbar roll by itself is not going to get you into the most efficient position. You've got to get your pelvis in the right position first. But he needed that extra lumbar roll on top of step 1, step 2 to help his back be in less of a flexed position, which was compressing the disc. So when that disc gets just a little irritated, he's got some underlying damage already, it irritates his nerves, and those nerves going down the back of his legs, zinc, start to contract. So phenomenally, he was able, on the way out, he was able to drive 2.5 hours before he had to stop. On the way home, he was able to drive 4 hours. So it continues to reinforce clinical evidence of the relationship of lumbar spine and pelvis mechanics, position, alignment, and the relationship and importance of it on everything down below. It's all connected. And most people would just say, oh, rub your hamstrings out, or drink some pickle juice, or take electrolytes. And yes, that might be a component, but for him and for most of us, it's the lumbar spine.